Alright, this is the next project. Like I told you, it's going to be LS based, and this is for sure it. You know, something's to be said. When you don't do this for a living, you might want to look the vehicle over before you make up a price and or a decision on whether you want to mess with it or not. This thing is pretty rough. It's got 236,000 miles on it. It is the 5.3. It's a 2007. It is the M. For those of you who don't know, I can't remember the designation, although I should know it. I don't. It is a all aluminum block 2, and it is very dirty. Obviously, he's a contractor. He drives down a lot of dirt roads. This filler panel here is missing. Believe it or not, that's kind of there for a reason. It's just not to cover up this big hole. It's also to help airflow go through the radiator instead of kind of up over it and down into the engine bay. I didn't notice it was meant. First time I opened the hood. I'm gonna have to give this thing a bath, and it's leaking oil really, really bad. It also has piston slap, and it doesn't seem to go away. So it takes quite a bit for it to pick up oil pressure. I mean, it picks it up, but it's not as fast as what I would want it to pick up. So, you know, the old truck, it's got a door ding here, or dent here or there. The headlights look like crap. But it is a crew cab, short bed, of course, 4-wheel drive, Z71, black leather. He smokes cigarettes, which, you know, people can do what they want, but boy, it sure does stink in here. Dash is broke, not uncommon on these years, but it has other issues too. It has, I didn't see a check engine light. I'm going to go get my code reader and read it. He actually has that deal in there right now. What that does is it shuts off the active fuel management so that you can't, so it doesn't delete those 4 cylinders while you're going down the road. But you know, like I said, it's a project. It's not mine. It's got some dents and damage, and like I said, it's pretty dirty. So the first thing I'm gonna do is clean it, because it's out of my driveway, and you probably can't see it very well, but down there, it's out there 15-20 minutes and left a pretty good puddle. And that was one of the reasons why he said he wanted it worked on, was because it's leaking oil so bad. I know this valve cover's leaking, and it's pretty fresh. You can actually see how shiny that is. I'm hoping you're seeing it. It is so bright out here. Beautiful day. This side has been wet. It's not as bad. It's probably rear main seal or something. I guess I'm gonna back this up and put my ramps out and raise it up, and then I'm going to spray that purple cleaner. I may have to pull a couple of these shields. I don't know, but it's leaking pretty good. I just pulled it up on the driveway from the yard, and it's already got a puddle started. So it's, like I said, it's going to need some work. So this is how I'm going to clean it first, and I'm going to run the codes on it. What most of the codes are that keeps popping up are StabiliTrak and stability control, wherever that is. And I'm getting several on, well, of course, then the anti-lock brake lights on, and then your I think the airbag lights on, but there's no check engine light on. So I'm going to run the code, see what we have, because he said that he's taken it to 4 different people, and they can't figure out how to fix that StabiliTrak. If the actual module's bad, that has to be sent out or replaced, and then probably has to be then actually programmed to your vehicle. That's a problem with these. When they changed a lot of the stuff in 2007, the computers went rampant. There's a lot more garbage in there, so some of the stuff you cannot do yourself. I think even some of them, maybe these years, I don't remember now, there's actually a fuel pump driver, and that has to be, if you just replacing that, means it has to be, if I'm not mistaken, it has to be programmed to your vehicle, you know, and there's a lot of that stuff has to be done. But anyway, so this is where we're going to get started. I want to clean it first, because I can't do it this way, and I'll get rid of some of these shields, put it up on the, like I said, put it up on the ramps there, and see if we can get her a little cleaner than this. I'll bring it back in a minute. Alright, I plugged in this 2007 Chevrolet. Let's see what we got here. No, it is not a manual. So Let's how do I move it? There we go. Automatic. Yep, that's it. And let's see if we have anything. No powertrain. So that tells you right there that the engine, everything that has to do with the actual engine seems to be doing what it's supposed to. So let's do ABS, because it's got every light on for it, plus a couple. History, current, left rear wheel speed sensor circuit not plausible. Okay. And right rear wheel speed sensor circuit. So I have one for the left rear and one for the right rear. Not plausible, so I wonder what that means. Let's just clear it. And okay. Well, let's see if it stayed away. Okay, showing none. Let's go back. Let's go to airbags, because they also have an airbag light, of course. History. Driver's steering wheel airbag deployment loop low resistance. So it's very possible that this does not have a driver's side airbag in it. It looks to me like there was some prior damage in the front. So passengers presence module signal erratic. Could be unplugged, could be partially plugged, could have damage to it. It's hard to say there. System configuration error. Wow. Passenger seat belt retractor. Yeah, this has definitely been in a wreck before. Passenger instrument panel airbag deployment. Passenger instrument, driver's seat belt retractor, pre-tensioner deployment. Yep. So yeah, I'm getting, yeah, this is pretty bad. I'll try to reset them, but I bet you that's not going to. I bet you that does not take care of it. Yeah, it had 8. I reset it, and now it has 7. So we're definitely not going to get the airbag system done. So let's see, starting it up now, if we lose all the StabiliTrak garbage. Service traction control. So that would be a negative. See, all that stuff is still on. So let's reread it. I bet you it's the same thing. I see it's not showing anything. So it probably will when I take off running down the road, but that's StabiliTrak specific. So that's probably, there's a module inside. I think it's underneath this console somewhere. Hey, look at this. Nasty. And I bet you that module needs reset, or it's damaged, or possibly in the wreck. It's so hard to say. But anyway, we'll go ahead and unplug this, because there's nothing I can do with that. And definitely there's nothing wrong on my end of it as far as the as far as the engine goes. I'm going to plug his deal back in here. It's a little cleaner, but you can hear that. Maybe you can hear it. Yeah, it's definitely got a noise to it that I don't like. Yeah, the reason I say this is possibly in a wreck, you probably can't possibly see this, but this thing is bent back. See, this is actually bowed enough, it's cracked the paint. So that has been pushed back. This headlight is a different color. It's obviously went through a fence. I know what a barbed wire fence damage looks like. I've seen enough of them in my years. Not that I've never done it, but you can see this headlight looks like crap. So I would say that, yeah, this thing was punched, and I bet you they put back some of the airbag stuff, but But I guarantee they didn't replace any of the other stuff for the cost of it. I wonder if he knows, or wonder if it happened when he owned it, or whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll tell him if he's interested in knowing. If not, I'm not going to really worry about it. So, okay guys, next step, we're going to be pulling this thing out. What I am going to do is I'm going to run some engine cleaner through it first, and so I can get that as clean inside as I possibly can. Then I'm going to go ahead and drain the oil out of it, and then we're going to go ahead and start pulling the engine. So that's going to be the next step. Bring you back.